the pandemic for me has changed me as an artist and how I move. Really, it just allowed me to really like focus on my surroundings. I think, before the pandemic, we were your surroundings were really just like, they were there. It was convenient. So, it's all about seeing how you can reach and touch people outside of where you are, whether that be, going to a show or just connecting with somebody across town or flying here and flying there to do it. Now it's like, or even just going to the studio, period. Like, all right, let me see the best studio I can find. If I'm out of town, or if I'm in this area, let me go here, let me go there. Now it's like, yo, you got to be self-sufficient. You got to do everything. It was always good to be like that, especially in this era. But now more than ever, it's about touching your surroundings and how self-sufficient can you be. I'm in my studio now. This is actually in my career. I always been recording and recording myself, tracking myself, but I would go out and tap in with this person or that person. But now it's like, you know what, you gotta touch them surroundings, man. If I need to get a music video done, I'm looking around my neighborhood now, seeing what's a dope spot now, or I'm paying closer attention to what's right here in front of me versus, let me fly out or let me go, because it's dangerous, man. You got to stay in the house if you can, I was already doing it myself for the most part, most of this stuff. Just being an independent artist, you kind of got to be like that, wear multiple hats anyway. But this is really allowed me to like really fine tune that though. Like, I'm really diving into the mixing, you can't be a jack of all trades, but even diving into the mastering portion for a little bit. And of course, like, one thing that I never really got the hang of, but I have been doing lately, I've been getting behind the boards, making a couple beats, I don't know, man. With so much time on your hands, it just gives you time to create. You know what I'm saying? That's really like the release anyway. Being stuck in the house, being cooped up can really have you in a bit of depression. But, when you're able to create, it just gives you that release. So I'm touching on all of that. I'm sorry if I didn't reiterate the question too. I'm gonna do that. To be honest with you, during the pandemic, I became a father, so like, I was able to learn how to be a dad for the first time during this pandemic, which is wild in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just during that period, whether you're in a pandemic or without a pandemic, that's a learning experience altogether. But that really took up a lot of my time. So I'm learning how to change diapers and make formula. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, I was especially in the beginning when it came to like the pandemic, and just being nervous about what was going on. I was overly cautious about who we was in contact with, myself and baby moms, just because, she's pregnant, so it was even more of a risk. It's two people versus one. So I was trying my best to just limit going outside the house as much as we could. Let's order what we can to the crib, whether that be even food, things like that. But in reality, I didn't, it wasn't really that big of a panic after a while. It started to become the norm after the first few weeks, you know what I'm saying? So especially now, several weeks into it, it's, you just kind of adjust, you kind of deal with it. I don't think I really got overly panicked, you know what I mean, if that makes sense.